starting lineup to look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First, for the West All-Stars, Kobe is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. And it's Durant, and it's Griffin in at the 4 slot. And for the East, Lowry out there with Rajon Rondo. They've got Paul George. Tonight, we'll see him work to establish that all-important presence under the glass. And it's LeBron James. And it's Anthony in at the 4.
You know, I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951. And a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
2K Sports bringing you all of the NBA's top flight talent. That's right, this year's All-Star Game. Clark Kellogg is here. Alongside him, Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us. And when the players step out on the court, you know, Steve, they know that they're writing their names in the pages of history.
Yeah, they're really making their mark on this Sunday night, but at the same time, they just kind of focus.
Pass to Westbrook. Outside for Durant.
Just a fun event to see so much talent here assembled in one place.
Well, it's really one of the reasons this weekend is such a fun time for the fans and really all of the NBA players involved as well. The All-Star festivities are always a big draw for VIPs, stars, and celebrities, and I see quite a few in the house tonight.
Yeah, really a festive atmosphere around this event and this weekend. There's just so much going on, both on and off the court.
Westbrook kicks to Kobe. It's Durant on the wing. Howard setting the pick for Durant. Kobe's shot is off.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Lowry with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And the basket good. Johnson's got his first basket of the night. Here's Kobe. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
For Paul George, an all-star for the last 3 seasons and a first-time starter in 2014. He's vaulted his name into that superstar category with his great two-way play.
Clock at 6. Here's Kobe. The 17-footer goes down. Kobe's got his first basket.
He's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's all over him, he just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the fourth quarter, time winding down. They've got one shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen.
Well, when you know where your teammate is going to be, it doesn't make it a difference whether it's a normal game in the regular season or at All-Star Weekend.
I agree with you. I mean, they play well as teammates, and you're going to just naturally make plays with guys that you're used to playing with here.
And he gets it to go.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
If Coach had any butterflies in his stomach about coaching the All-Stars, he didn't let any of it come out. He said it was for the fans, and even though he's in charge of the best players in the NBA, his only coaching advice was to go out and have fun. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Howard. Aldridge comes in for Blake Griffin. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Ellison for Russell Westbrook.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, and that's due to their physical play. They're scrapping and clawing for each and every rebound out there.
Now the feed to Thomas. It's stolen by Rondo. Kicks it to Carter Williams. Smith outside. Latre. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there. The West All-Stars with the ball. Trailing here by 8. And Thomas, here we go. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that.
Well, you know, you always want your side to win, but I think it's pretty common that we don't see too many fouls in these games year to year.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, I think we usually see a few here and there because guys are also reacting based on instinct, playing the game similar to how they know how to play basketball. But aside from that, we usually aren't going to see too many whistles.
Anthony, the pass to Johnson. George against Durant. Griffin a screen on George. Durant dishes to Howard. Durant. Howard setting the pick for Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in. Durant's got 8.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
George with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. LeBron kicks to Johnson. Dishes to Carmelo. Lowry run past the arc. And the rebound goes to Howard.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And it's sent back by George. But they recover it. It's stolen by Anthony. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Rejected by Kobe. Back to Howard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Dwight Howard always seems to enjoy the All-Star festivities. A playful personality. He enjoys the spot.
Now, presented by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the whistle blows in the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, and I think what we're seeing is typical for this kind of game. A little bit of extra energy, a little extra showboating, and it leads to some turnover.
Well, you're all over it. I mean, I actually was going to mention the same thing because it's not unusual to see that.
Durant with it. George picks him up. Durant, the pass to Kobe. He dishes it to Westbrook. Griffin, 6 to shoot. Outside, Kobe. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That's good from Lowry on the assist by LeBron. And 11 points for Kyle Lowry.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Kobe dishes to Griffin. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
It's one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air. Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the East. Kobe kicks to Westbrook. Back to Kobe. Kobe draws it up. Some room here for Westbrook. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Guys, it seems like the league has been pretty forward-thinking, willing to embrace changes over time, always trying to improve the game. And I think, you know, they actually changed the competition committee over the last couple of years. It used to be every general manager. Now it's made up of 3 owners, 3 general managers, 3 coaches, and a player, which I think is a much more manageable group to work with.
Howard with a screen on LeBron. Durant attacking. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting the shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
And with that new NBA competition committee, the league was hoping to create a more nimble leadership group to consider various initiatives.
And, I think the culture of the NBA has been open to innovation and new things, new ways of doing things, new thinking, all in an effort to improve the game. And to me, that's what it's about.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. It's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Catching up on changes for the West. Marc Gasol's checked in for Howard. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kobe. Here's Noah. Johnson, the pass to Smith. Durant with some nice D. Outside Westbrook. Elbow shot. And he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's obviously a very popular player, but look at the numbers for his team that he's put up this year. Just outstanding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Steve. He's been making it happen, clearly focused, and I know he's looking to continue that effort for the second half of the season as well.
Irving kicks to Johnson. West All-Stars with the rebound.
It's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Durant against Rondo. Lets it go. And again, it's Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Rondo dishes to Irving. The shot is off. Good D by Thomas. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Thomas passes to Love. And Thomas, here we go. Love leads him in there. Outside for Thomas. And the pass to Love. They get it back. Back to Thomas. Passes to Westbrook. Outside Thomas. The dish now to Love. Off target from outside. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club. What a finish. Putting on a show here at the All-Star game.
How about the enthusiasm, Steve? I mean, I love it.
Thomas kicks to Westbrook. And the call will be against Joakim. Johnson outside. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And Kevin, such amazing talent in the Eastern Conference this year. I had a feeling we might see them beat the West.
And for me, it's always great to watch the best talent in the world go head-to-head, no matter who wins.
Well said, Clark, well said. And with that, we thank you for being with us. For Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan saying we'll see you next time.
With All-Star Weekend coming to a close, how would you rate the experience overall? Everything go pretty well?
Oh yeah, man, no question. It's always a pleasure to get to be a part of these things. I know some guys like to use the break to rest up, to get ready for the second half, but I've always loved coming out here, giving the fans a show, hanging out with the guys. I'm already looking forward to next year's game.
Just because it's the middle of the night, that don't mean I won't hunt you down. 'Cause something deep inside is pulling me, and I want you now. You and I should be getting